He is one of the finest and most revered actors of our generation, commanding, captivating and continuing to improve. He's like a nice wine, he just gets better and better. And now in his 70s, Morgan Freeman is continuing to live the dream he had as a young boy.
I started out at age about 15 to be a movie actor. This is not a, this isn't serendipity, in terms of being here. This is the fight I've been fighting all my life.
And he sure has won that fight and the highest accolades along the way. But he worked hard to get there, starting out in small productions in New York and on the early morning kids TV show, The Electric Company. But it was his Oscar-nominated role as Fast Black in Street Smart that got him recognised. 2 years later came another Academy Award nomination for Driving Miss Daisy. And his friend and highly respected peer, Clint Eastwood, remembers it all.
And here was this big, tall, rangy guy, and he danced, he sang, he read poems, he did everything. And then later on, as the years went by, I watched Street Smart, where he was the meanest guy on the planet. And then turned around, and all of a sudden, he's the nicest guy on the planet in the Driving Miss Daisy. He's just had such a wonderful career.
Yet another Oscar nomination came his way with The Shawshank Redemption. With all of his accolades, his talents have certainly been recognised as some of the best in the biz. So, having achieved what he'd always dreamed about, what does it all mean to him?
Winning the nomination is probably the height of it. This is about as far as you can really reasonably go. But when they call your name, all that goes out the window.
And they finally did call his name, almost 2 decades after his first nomination. He won Best Supporting Actor for $1 Million Baby.
The best part of having received the award is having received it in company with Clint and Hillary and the movie itself. So I wasn't singled out for anything. I was part of a package, and I feel real good about that.
Well, Morgan is an icon and a legend and respected all around the world. And so for me, it was a great honor to be able to work with him. Getting the opportunity to meet Morgan and work with Morgan has been just so extraordinary. And I really hope that we can find other things to do together and that I continue to get to know him better as a person as well.
An extraordinary man who would play an incredibly extraordinary character. As Morgan puts it, he felt he was destined to do a film about Nelson Mandela. In 1992, when Mandela's autobiography was published, he named Freeman as the one he'd like to play him if a movie was ever made. And that movie became Invictus, the true story of how Nelson Mandela brought unity to South Africa via their rugby union team and the World Cup. It was a film script championed by Freeman, who then got friend and respected peer Clint Eastwood on board to direct it. So what was the hardest part about playing such a visionary?
The voice, accent, if you will. Everything else was easy, fell into place. I've been watching them for years. Once I got the notion that one of these days I would be playing him on screen, it became a question of just paying close attention to him every chance I got.
And the years of preparation paid off. Once again, Morgan's performance was nominated for an Oscar. OK, so we know that he's a legendary actor, but what about the man behind the screen? Well, he loves horse riding. He's got a cookbook called Caribbean Cooking for a Cause. He's the father to 4, and he's been married twice. Now, he also caused a bit of a stir when he refused to celebrate Black History Month, saying that Black history is American history and that the only way to stop racism is to simply stop talking about it. But back to his career. In the theme of his movie, The Bucket List, is there anything he wants to achieve before his time's up?
Everybody has a bucket list, and what's on my bucket list is to break 90.
Well, let's hope that he does break 90 and continues delivering those magical performances. Because when you see Morgan Freeman's name attached to a movie, you know that you're in for some cinematic gold. Stay tuned to Star Picks for all the movies you know and the actors you love. Broadcast in glorious high definition with 5.1 surround sound where available. For more of the best in entertainment news, check out your Movie Network channels. It's altogether better, on screen and at mnc.tv.